welcome back. So Mario enjoyed a moment while in the water, maybe in the sand. No, guess it's not really gonna be a moment, at least for Mario. Could have been a moment for Yoshi, if not for a certain giant Goomba. Still, yeah, for Mario, it'd be a moment too, from, of course, a really, really long time ago, again. But does he really want to remember that moment, then? I wouldn't know about that. Maybe not, because Yoshi Egg, of course, you would expect to find Yoshi. No, it just turns out to be yet another blue coin. What has... probably shouldn't blame the giant Goomba for that one, but what has Bowser done? Or what has Bowser Jr. done? Or anyone? Anyone done anything with one of the pipes? Possibly with that one that is blocked by the red switch blocks. There could be something. You just need to... Ooh, whoa. In a rush there. Gotta slow you down. Now, maybe. And, head back. Gotta be something inside that one pipe. It just cannot be a fake out. And it is not a fake out. But, is it the normal path? It might be. Love that with the shy guys, the giant ones. Giant in a different way. Anyway, you bounce an ice ball, or... Yeah, whatever. The fireball would bounce off of his head anyway. The ice ball also does that, but if you do it at the side, it's not going to be any sort of freeze on the brain, but still, it is going to freeze them. It'll probably hurt either way. Just one, not so much. Okay, so the airships. It's probably time for battle soon. Yes. Let's get to that airship. If only Mario could harness the power of a poison mushroom and offer it some sort of a disguise to any Koopaling, for this matter. But boy, that would be too easy. That was too easy! I think maybe some bombs or anything were supposed to come down so that I could attack that giant shy guy. That healthy shy guy. Be really big. Just did not even get the opportunity. Finally, get more humiliation against Bowser. And of course, that shy guy too. You gotta feel for the shy guy, not so much for Bowser. So, it's quick. Down we go. And here we go, Iggy. Huh. Got a Lotus prepared with you. Doesn't look fiery, though, so... Smart enough that it's not going to burn down your airship, but could burn through the living mines. Could burn their skin. Or at least be quite the irritant, not an actual burn. Maybe some sort of a melt. Something you couldn't really describe. Alright, now to the illusionary forest. I couldn't use the word forest of illusion. It's not like they could be copyrighted. So anyway, into the forest. Hope it's not too illusionary. Still, maybe there is something around here that is an illusion. Or maybe the possibility that there is going to be an illusion that itself is an illusion. So, let's just, I guess, forget about that and move on, possibly? Of course, it depends on how far we go in the forest and what there might be further on. I'm only gonna go really far in the forest. I do want to complete the whole place. And I do want to see what's inside that question mark block, especially since, again, I've got an empty space in the reserve. There could be something here. And there is something here. We've got the fire flower. Okay. Koopa's under some sort of illusion that they are safe. Well, too bad for them. Didn't even have to be Mario, though. It'd be something much bigger, possibly even a giant Goomba. Or, what would possibly fear Koopas? I'm guessing Goombas might fear them. The Koopas that just want to survive. Possibly try and bite. Of course, those Koopas would probably fear the giant Goombas, which themselves would probably be terrified of the giant Koopas. Of course, to see a terrified giant, maybe that has a reason to... That's a reason for Mario to be terrified of something. Again, it doesn't even have to be Mario who is terrified. Not even by that giant piranha plant either. So, just in case, we'll take this too. And we will go into this pipe. Alright, sleepyhead again. Zzz. E-switch. Bonus. E-switch? Alright, I'll bite. Teeth look like an E. But I don't want to bite the pipes, though. So I'll bite about what's inside the pipes. Alright, just before the halfway point was the secret exit. Any more mushrooms gonna be inside? Nope. There! I see. I see E. Can I carry E? I cannot. Also, E-switch does not appear to be on a time limit, so that's a benefit to it. Okay, I wonder what the E stands for anyway. The P, of course, probably the POW, but maybe the extra switch in this case. Okay, so, little extra fire... ice ball. Well, now it could be fireball. To the Koopas that try and confront me. And probably one to those who don't, anyway. Because Mario's mad trying to figure out what stuff means. Like those letters. Especially... well... he could probably tell that the Toad was asleep after talking about the E-switch. Not too bad for him. Okay. So now up, where... Okay. So, Birdo again. The color, there's some sort of allusion to that. Because seem to be kind of off. I wonder what it is. Either way, though, the feet of Birdo is going to be just the same as plenty others that block my way. Ones that block my way, anyway. That also takes us to a red level. Well, into the dream tree now. It is back into the dream for Mario. Talk about the sleepy Toad. Now, Mario's probably the one. There's some sort of illusion that he is awake right now. It's probably gonna happen time after time. And what about these? These gotta be a door? Nope. instead of the door, we just get access to the power-up right away. Nice of them. Ooh, not nice though. Just throw bob-ombs at me. Very explosive ones, very sensitive ones. So just for that, one of them's probably gonna get a POW. Maybe none of them are gonna get a POW. Just that one coin, apparently. What else? Here. Here. Love seeing those giant vegetables again. Only they could deal maybe a bit more damage to certain enemies. At least the ones that take more than one hit, like possibly if you could throw one at Birdo, then it would deal 2 damage, so you'd only have to throw 1 egg at Birdo. Oh, bomb. Too bad that vegetable didn't bounce. Okay. Nice one there. Speed through this again. One more. Rats this time just small. But apparently more reliable. Never underestimate the size. Well, the vegetable itself. Regardless of its size. Will there be another mushroom somewhere soon? Nope. It's right there. Just in time to avoid the explosion, apparently. Oh. Don't slip. There we go. Can Mario finally get out of the illusion and complete this level? I sure hope so. And of course, the way things have been going, I am optimistic about him. He'll get out of his dream. Okay. So we'll take this key now. Where will we have to go with it? Gonna be a necessary key. I guess so. Silly Shy Guy. Carry a bomb on your head. Well, you know it's going to explode if you don't clear. So we did need the key. But up we go a little bit higher. So, coin. And the giant again. Inside this tree, though. I'll be a little bit louder. Rats. You could hope that you can annoy your enemies a little bit more. And die a little faster, but they don't think about that either. They pull out all the stops. Okay. So up. Now what? To the left? Well, to the left goes the Shy Guy. And such stupidity again. I take, nope. Not taking egg right now. Guess for the first egg, probably want to jump to the right side of Birdo. That would speed things up. Unless, of course, you're fast at picking up the eggs anyway before falling into the pit. There we go. And now the clouds appear? Sure. Well, more next time.